Welcome back to my channel. This is Garden Fairy. Today we are going to continue on our adventure. Um, we're going to go through and ensure that we have everything that we need. And part of doing that is going up to High Rothgar. In the last video, there was a sudden dragon attack as I was trying to sign off so that I could eat dinner with my husband. And right here is the skeleton for that, and of course here's our companion. And here is another person that I did not realize. So we're going to put our weapons away, and we're going to talk to her.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Rothgar. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
And of course last but not least. Sorry.
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
Alright. And the order that we went was, who are you? What are you doing? And did you hear the Greybeards call? I can't quite catch that. I think it's Drovican? Dragonborn?
All right then.
So.
Huh?
Let's see. Let's check our map real quick because I saved right smack dab in the middle and I want to make sure that we're going in the right direction. Okay. Okay, that means that we went this direction. So that would take us the wrong way. Yep, that means that we haven't been here before. Alright, now read Enchanted Tablet. This is the 4th emblem. King called a Parthenats. Wow. Together they taught men to use the voice. Oh, who pitied man? Pardon me, I still don't have my glasses. The sunburn is pretty intense and makes it to where I can't really wear them, so my vision is a little screwy. So please bear with me. Then Dragon War raged. Dragon against tongue.
Speak, elf.
Alright. Harvest more snowberries. Checking around on everything. Looks like right here is the path. And we're gonna follow it all the way up. Still have the troll. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be why you make sure that you save, and I completely forgot to. So we are back here at the very beginning where we had the skeleton. Pardon me. Okay. Because we had read it when we first logged in, I'm not going to read it again. So I'm going to continue on my way.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Rothgar.
We've already talked to her, so I'm not going to talk to her again. I am, though, going to do a nice quick save. Draw my weapon. Let's actually check to see what weapons I have on me. Arrow and bow. 14 damage on each one. Nettlebane is 10. Okay. Another quick save. I try not to eat the raw meat because you're able to do a lot more. Was not quick enough. This time I'm going to try a very different approach. Let's see if it works.
This.
Pardon me, I have a phone call. Hey, Eugene. Yeah, we took our kids and mom fishing afterwards. It was kind huh? Need either a ride to get up there, or I need you to quite possibly pick Shane up from work and take him again. 'Cause I'm sunburned so bad that I am blistered, and I can't walk. He normally gets off between 5 and 5:30. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Here we go. Doesn't look like I'm going to have much of a choice when it comes to eating the raw meat. Looks like that approach was much better. Before anything else happens, we're gonna do a quick save.
We've stopped. What is it?
Let's
What
trade
do you need
some
to take?
items. Figure out what he's got. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gave him a bunch of different things. At least I think that's what happened. If not, then... He'll end up losing a few things. More than likely. Letter to Gold Deer. Oh, that's what we had already read. We're going to see. Oh, no. We can't give him those.
Lead on then.
That's okay. Let's go. We have another one. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Eldun out of the world, proving for all that their voice, too, was strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. Pardon me. There we go. Snowberry. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues the Sky Children conquer, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. Now that is beautiful. Video game or not, that is a gorgeous view. I would love to be able to see that in real life. Here's another one. 7. Jorgen Windcaller chose silence and returned. The 17 disputes could not shout him down. Jorgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. Could also be pronounced as Jorgen. I don't believe we're too far from our destination now. There we are. The voices worship, follow the inner path, speak only in true need. And enter.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summons. Or, you call me Dragonborn. What does that mean?
We
I'm
will
going to the
see
top.
if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Do
Alright.
not be afraid. Shout will not harm us. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Rothgar. I am Master Angir. I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
Who are you? What is this place? I want to find out what it means to be Dragonborn. I'm answering your summons, Master. I'm gonna go with this one.
We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you.
You mean I'm not the only Dragonborn?
You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
We'll go. I'm ready
You
to
have
go.
shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Now, let us see how quickly you can master your new thought. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Well done. Again. Use both Fus and Ro. Together they will make the shout more powerful. Use both words if you can. Use both Fus and Ro. Together they will make the shout more powerful. You learn quickly. Once more. Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
Pardon me. Wowzers.
new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind. Wood. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his knowledge of wood. Now we will see how quickly you can master a new shout. Master Rothgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Bori. Rex! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself?
I thought it was this easy for everyone. I don't know how I do it, it just happens. Thank you. What's next? I'm doing this
You
one.
were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
Why are the dragons returning? Does it have something to do with me?
No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear.
Thank you, Master. I will continue my training.
Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
What does it mean to be Dragonborn?
Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready.
Okay. Why are shouts in the dragon language?
Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
There are only 4 of you.
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
That one says, when When can I meet your leader, Parthena? But they already, he already said it. Tell me about the Greybeards.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Rothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice.
Why don't the others talk?
Their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you.
What is the way of the voice?
The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance.
The top one is, but I don't follow your philosophy. Why help me learn the voice? The second one is, I will try to follow the way of the voice. That's what
That
I
is
always go
commendable.
with.
But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Okay. Who was Jorgen Windcola?
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Pretty neat.
Sky, guard you.
Alright. Here's Bori. We're gonna go all the way through. Eventually we'll be able to pick up the stuff that's in here. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to go back down here to Iverstead, and we're going to do the things down here. And you'll find out why. Oh, great, these
You
people.
there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Yes, I'm Dragonborn.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Really good thing about being attacked in a town is all the guards that are willing to help you. You practically don't have to do a thing. Shit. Oops.
Order of the arm. Stop right there.
Smart woman. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course.
Aye. Well, that was not exactly how I expected it to be. I'm sorry for the slip up. And it looks like I'm in, yep, I'm in Riften. Okay then. Well. Back to Iverstead. Oh, that's one thing you have to be careful of. Do not nick the guards at all. You hit them in the slightest with your magic, your shout, or your weapon at all. It doesn't matter which. You will be in trouble. And that put a pretty good dent in our fund for our first house. There's the mermaids. And the other cultists. Now, let's find out what it says. Cultist orders. Board the vessel Northern Maiden, docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false dragonborn known as Zara before she reaches Solstein. Return with word of your success, and Mirak shall be most pleased. We have 3,565 gold.
Ah, good to see you again. How'd that delivery go?
Delivered
Quite a
this
climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
That helps.
Thanks again for the legwork.
Alright, now let's go in here to the inn.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Iverstead?
We don't get many visitors through here,
so angry.
unless they're headed
hope you
up
can
to
do
High
something about them.
Rothgar, of course. If I were you, I'd keep away from the barrow on the east side of town. It's haunted.
I'm looking for work. Got any
Here,
leads?
take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Tell me more about the barrow.
There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul.
Do the spirits, haunt your town as well?
Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow?
I could investigate for you.
If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest.
Has anyone ever explored the barrow?
About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure hunter. I warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrow, and that was it. We never saw him again.
All right.
Take a look.
There.
If you're headed up to the monastery, watch your step. It's a long way down.
Of course. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the barrow.
We don't get many visitors through here, unless they're headed up to High Rothgar, of course. Need a room? Maybe a drink? You name it.
Excuse me.
Pardon me, my lady. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
Not right now. All right. Straight up into the bottle.
Look at these stones. The ancestors knew how to build, no doubt.
we'll start our adventure in the barrow.
Huh?
I always draw my weapon when I go through one of these. It's definitely a lot easier. Alright, now as soon as we have 5,000 gold, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our house in Whiterun. And then once we get the house in Whiterun, I will show you what it looks like before you buy any furnishings. And I'll show you what it looks like after you get furnishings. Let's put the ruined books here. rushed in when I shouldn't have. That kind of thing can get you killed. There we go. Alright, now, doesn't look like there's anything in there, so... Ooh. Okay. Straight down. After we get the right claw, this is where we're gonna have to go. And then it'll be an entirely different thing. I have not been through that yet in any of the games that I've played. So when we go through that, that's going to be the very first time.